Hello everyone, and welcome back to NT Coins World, your ultimate destination for all things related to numismatics. Whether you're a collector or just getting started, our channel is here to guide you through the fascinating world of coins. Today, we have an exciting episode dedicated to two of the most iconic and frequently collected coins in the United States, the Jefferson nickel. We're diving deep into the details of the 1971 D Jefferson nickel and 1981 D Jefferson nickel, exploring its history, design features, rarity, value, errors, and much more. Let's get started. The 1971 D Jefferson nickel is a remarkable coin with significant historical and numismatic value. It's a coin that holds both aesthetic appeal and a unique place in American coinage history. To truly appreciate its worth, we need to look at several aspects, including its design, mintage, historical context, market value, and errors. The 1971 D Jefferson nickel belongs to the Jefferson nickel series, which has been in circulation since 1938. The coin was first introduced as part of a broader effort by the US Mint to redesign certain coins to reflect the growing importance of the nation's historical figures. The Jefferson nickel specifically replaced the earlier Buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation for over a quarter of a century. The 1971 D coin was struck in the year following President Richard Nixon's administration's shift in US currency production, with a focus on improving coin designs and updating older series. It carries the mark of the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark found on the reverse side. The historical context of the 1971 D Jefferson nickel also ties in with the broader economic landscape of the time. The United States was in the midst of the post-World War II era, transitioning into the 1970s. The nation faced a variety of economic challenges, including inflation, which led to a gradual decline in the purchasing power of the dollar. The Jefferson nickel, with its modest face value of 5 cents, played a crucial role in everyday transactions, serving as an essential coin in American commerce. The design of the Jefferson nickel has remained relatively consistent over the decades, though minor changes have been made to improve production efficiency and aesthetic quality. By 1971, the coin had undergone a design adjustment in 1966, which made the overall appearance more uniform and streamlined. The 1971 D Jefferson nickel retains the characteristic design created by artist Felix Schlag. On the obverse front of the coin, we see a left-facing profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, who was chosen for the design due to his integral role in shaping the nation's foundation. Jefferson's likeness was taken from a portrait by artist Gilbert Stuart, which was later adapted for use on the coin. The reverse side of the coin features a depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's famous plantation in Virginia, where he spent much of his life. This image was drawn directly from a sketch by architect James Dinsmore. Monticello symbolizes Jefferson's legacy as a statesman and scholar, emphasizing his vision for the country's future. The words E pluribus unum and Monticello are inscribed above and below the structure, while the year of minting and the coin's face value are displayed along the edges. The 1971 D Jefferson nickel was produced using a copper-nickel clad composition. The coin's weight is 5 grams and its diameter is 21.21 millimeters. This standard sizing and composition remain the same as the Jefferson nickel that came before it, continuing the tradition of nickel-based coins in American currency. The D mint mark signifies that the coin was minted at the Denver Mint, which is one of the main facilities for coin production in the US. This mint mark is an important identifier for collectors as it differentiates coins produced at different mints and plays a role in determining the rarity and value of specific coins. The mintage of the 1971 D Jefferson nickel was relatively high, with over 500 million coins being produced that year. This makes the coin less rare compared to some other Jefferson nickels, especially those from earlier years or years with lower production. However, despite its high mintage, the 1971 D coin holds steady demand among collectors, especially those interested in coins from the 1970s era. While not particularly rare in terms of mintage, the 1971 D Jefferson nickel is still highly sought after in certain grades. Many collectors focus on obtaining coins in excellent condition, as the quality of the coin significantly impacts its market value. The market value of the 1971 D Jefferson nickel largely depends on its condition, rarity, and demand within the numismatic community. Since this coin is relatively common, it doesn't typically command a high price for lower-grade examples. A coin in average circulated condition may be worth only a few cents above its face value, typically ranging from 5 to 10 cents. However, uncirculated or higher-grade specimens can fetch much higher prices. A coin in mint state 65 or higher condition could potentially be worth several dollars, while those with exceptional quality or exhibiting unique characteristics might see their value rise even more. For example, the most pristine versions of the 1971 D Jefferson nickel have been sold at auction for around $20 to $30, but these coins are often rare and hard to come by. In addition, coins that have been certified by grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, will typically carry a premium over non-certified coins. The certification assures buyers that the coin has been evaluated for its authenticity and quality, making it more attractive to serious collectors. The 1971 D Jefferson nickel is not particularly known for a wide variety of major errors, but there are a few noteworthy occurrences that collectors should be aware of. Like many coins from this era, some 1971 D nickels may exhibit die cracks, which are small fissures in the die that can create unique, albeit subtle, markings on the coin. These die cracks can be valuable to collectors who focus on error coins, but they are not typically seen as major or rare errors. Another potential error is the possibility of double die strikes, where a coin is struck twice by the die, resulting in slightly misaligned or doubled features. Although these errors are more common on other coins, such as the Lincoln cent, they can occasionally be found on the 1971 D Jefferson nickel as well. These double dies can add to the overall value of the coin, especially if they're clearly noticeable. While the 1971 D Jefferson nickel might not have the same level of error variety seen in other coins from the same era, finding a coin with a distinct feature or minting anomaly can certainly increase its appeal and market value. The 1971 D Jefferson nickel holds a special place in the hearts of collectors who focus on US coins from the 1970s. While it is not one of the rarest or most valuable coins in the Jefferson nickel series, it is still an important part of the collection for those who seek to complete their sets or want to hold a piece of American history from a particularly memorable decade. There is also interest in this coin among collectors who focus on coins with historical significance, as the 1971 D Jefferson nickel provides a snapshot of the US economy during the 1970s. Furthermore, the Monticello design remains one of the most beloved features of the Jefferson nickel, and for many collectors, it is the combination of the coin's historical value and aesthetic appeal that makes it so desirable. The 1971 D Jefferson nickel is also popular among beginner collectors due to its relatively low cost and easy availability in circulation. For these collectors, it provides a simple introduction to the world of coin collecting, while still offering the potential for future value appreciation if the coin is preserved in high grades or if rare features are discovered. So there you have it, a deep dive into the 1971 D Jefferson nickel, a coin that combines historical relevance, classic design, and lasting collector appeal. While it might not be one of the rarest coins, it certainly has its place in the rich tapestries of American numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1971 D Jefferson nickel is a piece of US coinage that deserves a spot in any collection. The 1981 D Jefferson nickel is an interesting piece of American numismatic history that captures both the design evolution of the US mint and the broader economic climate of its era. To truly appreciate this coin, let's break it down into several key areas: historical context, design features, mintage details, market value, notable errors, and the level of collector interest it has generated. The 1981 D Jefferson Nickel is part of the long-running Jefferson Nickels series that began in 1938, a series that would see changes in its design, minting techniques, and even its composition over time. At the time of its production, the US economy was recovering from the late 1970s economic challenges, including high inflation and rising unemployment. These economic conditions impacted not only the broader financial system, but also the US Mint's decision-making in terms of coin production and design. In 1981, the United States was at a crossroads in terms of coinage. The nation had just entered the 1980s, a decade marked by significant changes in US coinage, including shifts in minting techniques and the exploration of modern security features for coins. The 1981 D Jefferson Nickel, while outwardly similar to previous issues, was minted during a time of increased interest in coin collecting, especially for those who sought to accumulate coins from every year and mint mark. The 1981 series marks an important time for Jefferson Nickels, as it was among the last coins in this series before significant changes in the minting process in the 1980s, including modifications to the composition of other denominations like the penny. The 1981 D Jefferson Nickel features the same iconic design as its predecessors in the Jefferson Nickels series. The obverse of the coin depicts a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, which was designed by artist Felix Schlag. Jefferson is depicted in a three-quarter profile facing right, with his distinctive features such as his high forehead and prominent nose clearly visible. This was based on a famous portrait of Jefferson created in 1800, which is often referred to as the Gilbert Stuart portrait. The reverse of the coin features a rendition of Jefferson's home, Monticello, located in Charlottesville, Virginia. Monticello, designed by Jefferson himself, is depicted in high relief, showing the structure from a perspective that emphasizes its central dome and symmetrical architecture. This reverse design was also created by Felix Schlag, and it has remained the same since the coin's introduction in 1938, with only slight changes over the years in terms of design clarity and detail. One distinct feature that collectors look for in the 1981 D is the mint mark D, which stands for the Denver Mint. The 1981 D coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the US Mint's primary production facilities, responsible for producing billions of coins over the years. The mintage of the 1981 D Jefferson Nickel is one of the key aspects that influence its rarity and market value. For collectors, understanding mintage numbers is vital because it helps determine how many examples of a given coin are available for acquisition. In 1981, the US Mint produced a significant number of Jefferson Nickels, with a total mintage of approximately 335 million coins across all mint marks, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Of this number, 214,222,000 coins were struck at the Denver Mint, contributing to the large supply of the 1981 D Jefferson Nickel in circulation. Because of its relatively high mintage, the 1981 D Jefferson Nickel isn't considered a rare coin in the strictest sense. However, this doesn't mean it lacks value. While the coin may not fetch a premium for most of its examples, certain well-preserved specimens, particularly those with full strikes or in uncirculated condition, can command higher prices on the market. When it comes to the market value of the 1981 D Jefferson Nickel, collectors and investors generally focus on factors such as its condition, rarity, and demand in the marketplace. While the 1981 D Jefferson Nickel doesn't have an astronomical value, it still holds a place in the hearts of collectors, particularly those who are working to complete their sets of Jefferson Nickels. In circulated conditions, the 1981 D Jefferson Nickel typically holds only a nominal value, often slightly above face value. However, as with many coins, the condition significantly affects the price. Coins in better grades such as MS-63 or MS-65 mint state can command higher prices. As of recent market trends, you can expect to see these coins selling for around $1 to $2 in uncirculated grades. In grades such as MS-67 or higher, prices can rise to $10 or more, depending on the coin's overall appearance and the demand at the time. Coins with exceptional quality, such as those that have been graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, often fetch higher prices. These coins are carefully evaluated for things like strike quality, luster, and overall appeal, which can make them more desirable for collectors. As with many coins, the 1981 D. Jefferson nickel does have some interesting errors that have caught the attention of collectors. Error coins can be worth a premium over standard examples, especially if they are rare and in good condition. One of the most notable error types in the 1981 D. Jefferson nickel series involves double strikes. These occur when the coin is struck more than once by the die, leading to overlapping or off-center impressions. Double strikes can make a coin much more interesting and can lead to higher collector interest. Another error to look out for is die cracks. These occur when the die used to strike the coins develops cracks which transfer onto the coin's surface, creating raised lines that can sometimes create a dramatic and unique appearance. While die cracks aren't as dramatic as double strikes, they still attract attention and can make certain coins more desirable. Off-center errors, where the coin is not properly aligned during the striking process, can also be found in some 1981 D. Jefferson nickels. These coins are considered more of a novelty, and while they may not command extremely high prices, they are sought after by error coin collectors who enjoy seeking out unusual pieces of numismatic history. The collector interest in the 1981 D. Jefferson nickel is moderate, as it is not one of the more exciting or rare issues in the Jefferson Nickels series. However, this does not mean that the coin is without merit or appeal. Many collectors who focus on completing full sets of Jefferson Nickels will need to add this coin to their collection. Additionally, due to the relatively high mintage, the coin is widely available in most conditions. Collectors who focus on high-grade specimens or unique errors will also find the 1981 D. Jefferson nickel appealing. The coin offers opportunities for finding specimens in uncirculated condition, and with the right eye for detail, it is possible to uncover examples that stand out for their exceptional appearance or rare errors. For beginners in the world of numismatics, the 1981 D. Jefferson nickel is a great starting point. Its historical context, combined with its easily recognizable design and modest market value, make it an ideal coin to add to your collection. To sum up, the 1981 D. Jefferson nickel is a noteworthy coin within the larger Jefferson Nickels series, offering insight into the design and production of U.S. coinage during the early 1980s. While it might not be a key rarity, it holds an important place for those collecting Jefferson Nickels or exploring U.S. mint history. Whether you're focusing on high-grade examples, rare error coins, or simply filling in gaps in your collection, the 1971 D. Jefferson nickel and 1981 D. Jefferson nickel is a coin's worth appreciating. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've learned something new about this fascinating piece of American numismatic history. Don't forget to subscribe to NT Coins World for more in-depth coin discussions and insights. Until next time, happy collecting.